Good morning. On this episode of Home Water Dispatch, I'm on the banks of the Parana River, Corrientes province in Argentina. We're just getting ready to hop in our vehicles and head back to the airport to fly to Buenos Aires, to head back to Amherst, Massachusetts, where I'm from. And I'm just doing a bit of a recap of this amazing and really intensive week where we got to do some more radio tagging of Golden Dorado to look at their movement patterns in this section of the river, to identify and continue to identify the likelihood that the large Golden Dorado don't migrate from this region, that these big female super spawners might take up residency here at some point in their life history. And, well, there's a dog. Hello, dog. Can I say hi to doggy? There's doggy. Hello, doggy. Good morning, doggy. Yes, I have many dogs chasing and licking my legs. I know. Anyway, so we have the potential of these section of the river being very important for the future of Golden Dorado and supporting the population. The other thing that we did during this trip, working with my collaborators, Dr. Natalia Silva and Andy Martinez from Set Fly Fishing and his crew, we had an opportunity to have discussions with a wide range of stakeholder groups. We met with the first stop when we were in the Ibera wetland. We met with some of the park rangers. So that's a national park. It's a massive national park. It's a huge wetland, awesome environment. And we met with the rangers to discuss the tagging that we're doing, the importance of identifying the functional importance of that wetland as it pertains to the population of Golden Dorado and what Golden Dorado likely contribute to the function of that wetland. Because they are, a predatory fish species, they eat insects and birds and mice, and there's a connection between the aquatic and terrestrial ecosystem there with the Golden Dorado, as they are here. Golden Dorado are massive in this part of the Parana River, and so there's that really cool ecological connection. And so we had that amazing meeting with the rangers, and actually the rangers came out with us to do some tagging, which was awesome. And then we came up here to the upper Parana River. There's a town called Itati, just downstream. And we met with local government officials and also people, stakeholders in the recreational angling community to, again, sort of begin to amplify and share some of the preliminary results of the tagging project. And to also get their feedback. What are the other questions that are important to them? What does this section of the river mean to them from a cultural standpoint? There's a lot that really happens when we open the door for these conversations. And then we did some more fishing. We radio tagged some more Golden Dorado. And this time we're putting in transmitters with a 2-year battery life. Which is great. So then we can monitor their movements over multiple seasons. And then we had a presentation in Paraguay, which was really, really freaking cool. Like, we went across the border and presented. It was actually a really moving and powerful experience. To really think about this intergovernmental relationship between Argentina, where I am here, and Paraguay, which is on the other side of the river, right? And fish don't know where the border is, right? And they move between Argentina and Paraguay. And so it really does require, for their conservation, it requires the governments working together and the communities working together to think about what we can do to protect the habitat, to protect the species, and to also have Golden Dorado be a part of, maybe some economic development. Paraguay, the other side of the border, is a little bit more economically challenged than here in Argentina. So that's something to really take into consideration. And then, lastly, there's a full Home Water Dispatch episode on the presentation that we gave yesterday in at the Corrientes Parliament, which again was amazing because it was purely focused on sort of the policy management, the legislative power of the government, thinking about how they promote tourism, how they thinking about promoting fishing, but also with this overarching umbrella of conservation, right? Like the fishing operation here wouldn't happen if there weren't healthy fish populations, if there weren't healthy populations of Golden Dorado or Sudabi, which are the giant catfish. And I think that took things to the next level when we have a lot of members of parliament in the room all nodding their heads and one sort of acknowledging the importance of this river to the communities, the importance of the fish, and to then also formally acknowledge the project and Dr. Natalia Silva's efforts to really amplify and work with the communities. I mean, she spends a lot of time, way more time. Obviously, I'm here for a week. These aren't my home waters. These are her home waters. And it was amazing to see how her efforts were acknowledged by the government. And that alone is going to open more doors for more discussions with stakeholders, more potential opportunities for funding. We're developing a relationship with an organization called Rewilding Argentina, and their Jaguar Rivers initiative. And so that again is going to continue to snowball our efforts to amplify the importance of Golden Dorado, both ecologically, culturally, and economically, and provide us with a stronger voice. Like the science, to me, right, and this is what the government acknowledged. The Minister of Tourism, she acknowledged that we can't make decisions just based on anecdotes and assumptions, that the decisions that the governments are going to make will be science-based and social science-based, based on the feedback from the communities and this objective foundation of science to think about how we protect Golden Dorado and still allow them to be fished, and think about their connection to the communities. So epic trip. I don't use the word epic a lot, but man, it was intense. My body battery is pretty drained. Heading back to Buenos Aires in a few hours to kind of recharge before we head back to Amherst. And I'm sure in the future there will be more episodes of Home Water Dispatch from Corrientes. We're in this for the long haul. And broadly, this is just an amazing case study about what you can do, this idea of knowledge co-production. This shows up in a lot of my episodes of Home Water Dispatch. And the way that we can rally and include stakeholders early in the process to accelerate conservation efforts, moving the needle in terms of policy and management. And everything we've done here has just been in 2 years, which is mind-blowing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more episodes of Home Water Dispatch on my YouTube channel, Fish Forward. Ciao.